Okay, and now we have the PE signals, which together comprise the puer energy, or the child energy, beginning first with PE1, which is bubbling momentum. Now this signal has a variety of different expressions. Bubbling momentum can come across as restlessness of the body. It can come across as fidgeting, but generally speaking, what it is this excitation, this subtle baseline excitation of the body at all times. We see it here in Mango in, I would say, the most animated sort, almost pushing towards a body sway. But if we go in here, this GIF here is indicative of a more average level of bubbling momentum. So I've also described this as a reed in the wind, and this is what it says here. The body moves like a reed in the wind with a level of restlessness and spunkiness in position shifting. So a key factor here is that the body is moving subtly, but it's actually picking up speed at certain points. So there's an acceleration and it kind of trickles away and then accelerates again. These subtle accelerations are happening all the time, every other second or every second even. So the body is in a constant state of motion, like a perpetual motion that is exciting. This is different than inertial energy, which is doing the opposite. It is deescalating. It brings everything down slowly to the ground, while bubbling momentum is trying to bubble up the water, kind of like boiling water. And accompanied with the bubbling momentum, we usually see toggling eyes. So that's PE2. As you guys know, that's pretty straightforward. The eyes essentially move either up, down, left, right, in any direction essentially. PE3 is body swaying. Now I need to differentiate this from bubbling momentum because bubbling momentum is a kind of precursor. It's the baseline, but body swaying is the more active movement of the body in a very strong swing. So we see here in Alessia Cara how her head starts over here, goes over here, and then it swings over here. And here with Billie Eilish, there's a swing right there. You saw that? So there's this huge head tilting, essentially, that happens. The head and torso swing strongly from left to right in a pendulum motion. That's essentially it. So this is quantitatively different from the more ongoing baseline subtle swaying that happens with bubbling momentum. You can have one without the other, but if you have both, it very clearly indicates PE. Next we have PE4, which is alert or wide eyes. And these stay as kind of a baseline as well. So here we actually have an NE user and an SE user, and they're both showing alert and wide eyes. The eyes are alert and wide because the entire orbital region is in some ways contracted in PE because of the exploration that the eyes are doing constantly. And lastly, we have PE5, which is perk ups. Now, a perk up is when, as you see in this GIF, there is a surprise. Essentially, a perk up is a surprise signal where the eyes widen, the eyebrow may also be lifted, and the head is also kind of lifted up. And the reason why PE has a surprise expression is because PE is seeking for novelty, and its attention is directed towards things of interest. And when there is that interest, then there is a perk up.